Hello children, so welcome to AIMS India's online classes. Today from mathematics subject, irrational numbers and surds, the topic we are going to continue. So our today's concept is rationalization. So far we have learnt about surds and the type of surds. Surds means which is in the form of nth root of a, where a cannot be written as a power of n of any other rational number, then it is said to be surd. So now, if the product of two surds is a rational number, then each of them is called rationalizing factor or RF of each other. Means when we have two surds, if their product is not a surd, if their product is a rational number, then what is the nature of the two? The two are said to be rationalizing factor of each other. Rationalizing factor of each other. Suppose if you multiply 5th root 3, 5th root 81. So here 5th root 3, let it be same. 5th root 81 can be written as 5th root of 3 power 4. Already we have learnt nth root of a into nth root of b. If they are having same order, then we can write them in the same brackets. In the same root. So here 5th root of 3, 5th root of 3 by 4. So 5th root of what we can write? 3 into 3 power 4, which means 5th root of 3 power 5. 5th root exponent 5 cancelled. We are getting answer 3, which is a rational number. So when we have multiplied two surds, we have got answer 3, which is a rational number. So what about these two? We can call them as the rationalizing factor of 5th root 3 is 5th root 81, or rationalizing factor of 5th root 81 is 5th root 3. So they are considered as rationalizing factor of each other. So here rationalizing factor means if a surd is there, if we multiply with what another surd, it will be a rational number. That is called rationalizing factor of the given rational number. Okay. So next, here another example. Root 7 plus root 3 into root 7 minus root 3. It is in which form? It is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So product of a plus b into a minus b equals to a square minus b square. According to normal formulas, we know that the product is equal to a square minus b square. So what we can write? Root 7 into root 7 whole square, root 3 into root 3 whole square, a square minus b square. Square root square cancel, 7 minus 3, which equals to 4, which is a rational number. Means we have multiplied first surd, second surd, and the product is a rational number. So then what about these two? 7 plus root 7 plus root 3 is the rationalizing factor of root 7 minus root 3, or root 7 minus root 3 is the rationalizing factor of root 7 plus root 3. Okay. So here the rationalizing factor of a surd is not unique, need not be unique. It can has infinite number of rationalizing factors. There is no compulsory that for a given surd nth root a, there will be only one RF, one rationalizing factor, unique rationalizing factor. It's not compulsory. One surd can have infinite rationalizing factors. As many as rationalizing factors it can have. Next, suppose the rationalizing factor of root 3r means if root 3 is divided by what third, which another third, the answer will be a rational number. Means what answers are possible? We can take 1 by root 3 because root 3 into 1 by root 3 cancel, answer 1. Answer 1 which is a rational number. Or we can take 2 by root 3. We can take 2 by root 3. Root 3 cancel, answer 2 which is a rational number. Or root 3. We can take just root 3. We can take just root 3. What happens? Root 3 into 3, root 3 square. Square root cancel, answer 3 which is a rational number. So the rationalizing factors of root 3 are, we can take 1 by root 3, we can take 2 by root 3, we can take root 3, 2 root 3, 3 root 3, like that. For root 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 root 3, 5 root 3, like that all multiples we can take. All multiples we can take. But the simplest rationalizing factor is root 3. Simplest rationalizing factor is root 3. Means here suppose we have so many rationalizing factors, but the simplest is root 3 because while taking the simplest rationalizing factor, we won't consider if they are in the form of fractions. So that's why root 3 is the simplest rationalizing factor. Okay. Next. The simplest rationalizing factor of nth root of a power m. 1 minute, children. The simplest rationalizing factor of nth root of a power m. A power m is what is the rationalizing factor? Means nth root of a power n minus m. Means this is the given third. This is the rationalizing factor of the given third. So where will be the change? Here also nth root, here also nth root is same. Here we have a power m, but in the rationalizing factor, here we should have a power n minus m, where n is the order, m is the exponent, a power n minus m. Suppose if we have cubed root of or fifth root of 6 square. So it's a general logic actually. Here fifth root of 6 power 5 we are having. So in the place of 2, if we have 5, fifth root 5 gets cancelled, then answer will be 6. But we have only 2. Means for cancellation, how many we need? Fifth root of 6 cube we need. So that if I multiply both of them, so we can combine them under single root. We can write it as fifth root of 6 power 2 into 6 cube, or fifth root of 6 power 5. So root power gets cancelled, answer will be 6. But this fifth root of 6 cube, how we have got? By this formula. So here, now 6 square they have given. What is its rationalizing factor? It is fifth root 6 square we have given. Its rationalizing factor means fifth root we have to keep like that only. 6 to the power of n minus m. What is n here? 5. What is m here? 2. So fifth root of 6 cube is the rationalizing factor of fifth root of 6 square. So like that we can find the rationalizing factor. Simplest rationalizing factor where a should be greater than 0. Where a should be greater than 0. A should be greater than 0 and n always to be positive integer. m and n always to be positive integers. Next, suppose we have 6 root 3. We have, 6 root 3. Not 6 root 3. It is not 6 root 3. It is 6 root 3. 6 is the multiple. We need a rationalizing factor. Let's take it for root 3. What is the rationalizing factor of root 3? Here nothing is there, means we can keep 2. Root 3 or square root 3. What is the rationalizing factor? Square root of 3 to the power of, here what is the power? 1. So 2 minus 1 means square root of 3, or simply we can write 3. So for 6 root 3, root 3 is the rationalizing factor. If you multiply 6 root 3, it will become 3. 6 3s are 18. Now we have got rational number. Like this, all multiples of root 3, like I can instead of root 3, I can take 2 root 3, I can take 3 root 3, I can take 4 root 3, like that. I can take many surds like this, which will be considered as rationalizing factors of 6 root 3. First, we have to find one rationalizing factor. After that, we can have infinitely many rationalizing factors. 2 root 3, 3 root 3, 4 root 3, like that. All these things are the rationalizing factors of 6 root 3. So root 3 into 6 root 3, 18 rational number. 3 root 3 into 6 root 3, 3 into 6, root 3 into root 3, 3 into 6, 18, root 3 into root 3, 3, 18 3 is 54 rational number. So like that, we have formula of simplest rationalizing factor. With the help of simplest rationalizing factor, we can find other rationalizing factors also. Next here. So suppose if you have 5 root 2, so what are the rationalizing factors of 5 root 2? Root 2 rationalizing factor is root 2 only. Why? Means root 2 into root 2, we will get root 2 whole square, square root cancel 2. So root 2 rationalizing factor, root 2. So we can take root 2, or we can take root 2 means 1 root 2 here actually. We can take 2 root 2, 3 root 2, 4 root 2. These are all rationalizing factors of 5 root 2. Means if one rationalizing factor of a surd is known, then the product of its factor by a non-zero rational number is also a rationalizing factor of the given surd. Means for 5 root 2, first we have found one rationalizing factor, which is root 2. So then its factor by a non-zero rational number, like if we have 1 root 2, means 2 root 2, 3 root 2, 4 root 2, 5 root 2, 5 root 2, 6 root 2, all can be considered as rationalizing factors of the given surd. So means if one rationalizing factor is known, then we can take multiples of that and all will become rationalizing factors of the given surd. Okay. So next, if rationalizing factor of root 50 is root 2, then what we can tell? 2 root 2, 3 root 2, 4 root 2, minus 2 by 3 root 2. These are all not only normal integers, even we can have a multiple of negative or positive rational number as a factor. So these all will become rationalizing factors of root 50. But out of all of them, root 2 is considered as simplest rationalizing factor. Okay. In the same way, the simplest rationalizing factor of root 125, root 125, root 125, how we can write root 125? We can write root 125 as, so 5 into 5 into 5. For 2 5s, 1 5 will come outside. 5 root 5, 5 root 5. So this root 5 is considered as simplest rationalizing factor of root 125. Root 125. Because we can take multiples of root 5. 2 root 5, 3 root 5, 4 root 5, 5 root 5, 1 by 2 root 5. All will be the rationalizing factors of root 125. Because based on root 5, we can take any number of rationalizing factors. So root 5 is the simplest rationalizing factor of root 125. Or cubed root of 36. Or let's find by formula. What formula? Nth root of a power m. What is the simplest rationalizing factor? Here cubed root of 36 is there. Means cubed root of 6 square we can write. Cubed root of 6 square we can write. So according to formula what we can write, rationalizing factor is cubed root of 6 power n minus m, means 3 minus 2, or cubed root of 6. Cubed root of 6. So cubed root of 6 will be the simplest rationalizing factor. Or instead of formula, so logically just by shortcut we can tell, just by observing the given surd, we can tell its rationalizing factor. Cubed root of 36 means cubed root of 6 square. 6 square. For cancellation of cubed root, we need cube here. But we have only 6 square. For making it to cube, we have to multiply with another 6. That's all. Cubed root of 6 is the simplest rationalizing factor. So next, conjugate surds. Conjugate surds. If the sum and product of two surds is a rational number, then they are said to be conjugate to each other. Just now we have seen rationalizing factor. Rationalizing factor means if we multiply with what number, rational number will come. That is rationalizing factor. Here there is no involvement of addition here. But here conjugate surds means if the sum and product of two surds, both sum should be rational number, product should be rational number, then only it is said to be, they are said to be conjugate. 1 minute, children. Sorry, children. Let's continue. In the rationalizing factor, we have considered only the product. But here in conjugate surds, both sum and product of two surds to be rational number. Then only they are said to be conjugate. So we have 2 plus root 3, 2 minus root 3. Let's check whether they are conjugate to each other or not. 2 plus root 3 plus 2 minus root 3. Add. Root 3 cancel. 4. Rational number. If we do product, 2 plus root 3, 2 minus root 3. A square, 2 square, minus b square, root 3 whole square. 2 square means 4. Root 3 whole square means 3. 4 minus 3, 1. Rational number. Both the sum and product are rational numbers. So they are conjugate to each other. They are conjugate to each other. We call them as conjugate surds. So every conjugate surd is a rationalizing factor. Here, as we do the product, rational number is coming. So that's why this is called as a rationalizing factor. So the conjugate surds are said to be rationalizing factors. But all rationalizing factors cannot be conjugate surds. Cannot be conjugate surds. Okay, next. If the conjugate of a surd exists, then it will be unique. Means for a given surd 2 plus root 3, there will be only one conjugate surd, 2 minus root 3. Only one conjugate surd will be there. So, like rationalizing factors, we cannot have many conjugate surds. Conjugate surds always it will be unique, but rationalizing factors are infinite. So, the conjugate surd will exist only when the surds, when they are in the form of a plus root b or a minus root b. Means first rational number, next surd, combined by addition or subtraction. If they are in that form, then only conjugate surd will exist. For other forms, conjugate surd will not exist. So the simplest rationalizing factor of a binomial quadratic surd. Now here a plus root b, it's a binomial surd because it is having two terms. It is called as a binomial. But here order of the surd is 2. So that's why it is called as a quadratic surd. So it is called as binomial quadratic surd. So for the binomial quadratic surd, the simplest rationalizing factor of binomial quadratic surd is considered as its conjugate surd. Next, find the conjugate of root 2 plus root 3. So, it is not in the form of a plus root b or a minus root b. First, we should have a rational number. But here, both are surds. So, that's why just by seeing we can tell the conjugate of root 2 plus root 3 does not exist. Or, you can add them. If you want to check, you can add them. If you add them, root 3 gets cancelled. But root 2, 2 root 2, which is not a rational, which is a surd. So, here, root 2 minus root 3, it's a rationalizing factor. It's a rationalizing factor of root 2 plus root 3, but not the conjugate. Next. Conjugate of root 3 minus root 4. First we have to write like this, a plus root b. First rational number to be in the front, or we can write it as minus 4 plus root 3. What is its conjugate? Just symbol will change. Minus 4 minus root 3. For conjugate, only the symbol will change. For a plus root b, a minus root b is the conjugate. Only the middle symbol will change. Minus 4 we will take like that only. Plus will become minus. Root 3 will take like that only. So minus 4 plus root 3. Minus 4 minus root 3. If we add, root 3 cancel. Minus 4 minus 8. Rational number. Product. Minus 4 whole square. A square. Minus 4 square 16. B square. Root 3 square 3. 16 minus 3 13. Rational number. So but the given number to be written in the original form, a plus root b or a minus root b. Then we have to take the conjugate, because they have given root 3 minus 4. You cannot take root 3 plus 4 as its conjugate, because if you add, what happens? Plus 4 minus 4 cancel. You will get 2 root 3, which is not a rational number. Okay, children. What we have learned today? So, rationalization means the product of two surds. If it is a rational number, then each of them is called a rationalizing factor of each other. If the product of two surds is a rational number. So for fifth root of 81, fifth root of 81. We have 81 means fifth root of 3 power 4. But for cancellation we need 3 power 5. So fifth root of 3. So one more 3. Fifth root of 3 is the rationalizing factor of fifth root of 81. So rationalization of monomial surds. So the formula is, if nth root of a power m is the surd, then nth root of a power n minus m will be its simplest rationalizing factor. So here, if we know one rationalizing factor, we can take all its multiples. All will become the rationalizing factors of the given surd. Means rationalizing factors of infinite or infinite. Conjugate surds. If the sum and product both are rational numbers for given two surds, then they are said to be conjugate to each other. All conjugate surds are rationalizing factors, but all rationalizing factors are not conjugate surds. Conjugate will be unique. Rationalizing factors will be infinite. Conjugate surds exist in the form of a plus root b, a minus root b. So for binomial quadratic surd, simplest RF is considered as conjugate surd. So that's all for today, children. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. Thank you. Have a good day.